time do you have? Okay. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Chag Sameach, happy Purim. Purim doesn't officially really start until tomorrow night, but as you know, we have what I like to call it B'nai Zion, the Friday holiday bill, which means that whatever the closest Friday evening is to the holiday, that's when we're going to celebrate it. That's one way I call it. The other way I call it is trick people into celebrating holidays they might not have celebrated if they didn't come on Friday nights. Trick you all into celebrating. So today, if you've been checking your emails, you know that the theme, it's an animal-themed. So I got my tail, my cat ears, my cat hands. I'm not sure that cats can play guitar. We're about to find out how cool a cat I am. And I want to warn you that not only, I'm hoping it's going to be shorter than normal, but there are other things that I need you to know about. You know that in the book of Esther, God's name does not appear at all. It's a book in the Hebrew scriptures, and it's the only one that doesn't have God's name in it. We don't hear it, but we know that God was there. Sometimes it takes being quiet to hear things that would otherwise seem missing. I'm going to hope that you listen in the silences, and I hope that you get really loud during the loud parts. And I am going to, there's this rabbi in Pirkei Avot who said, and you've heard me say this a lot, I've been quoting him a lot lately. His name is Ben Bagbag. I just like that name. Ben Bagbag. Some people pronounce it Ben Bagbag. That's only in the South that they say Ben Bagbag. It's really supposed to be Ben Bagbag. The same people who call me Jana, and they say, we can't help it if you say your name wrong. Like, my name is Jana, and his name is Bagbag. Anyway, Ben Bagbag says, Hafach ba v'hafach ba ki hakol ba. Turn it and turn it because everything's in it. And I always used to think of it as, if you're looking for guidance and you turn to the Torah, you will find it. But now I'm seeing it in a different way. I'm seeing that sometimes you have to turn things in a new way in order to find inspiration. I have lots of examples of that. Tomorrow during Torah study, we're going to talk about the book of Esther and other times when we turn things on its head just to find inspiration. So if you're expecting a regular service, please don't. And if you're expecting over the top, yay. If you don't know what to expect, even more yay. So I'm going to start, everything today is going to go backwards. And I almost mean that literally. Kind of mean it literally. You know that the prayer book is called a Siddur because it follows a specific order. And today we're going to follow the order, but totally in reverse, or 99% of it is in reverse. And you'll see why as we get through it, you'll understand it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you about the announcements for the week. Happy Purim. Join us tonight for in-person Onek Shabbat. You may even find some Hamantashen, I don't know. I can tell you some of the stuff you're going to find are really cool treats for Purim. Join us tomorrow, 9:45, for that study I told you about. We'll be doing the book of Esther. And for those of you who are over 18, it's going to have to be more than 13, we're doing a grown-up version of the Esther story again tomorrow. So if you didn't know that there was a version other than the coloring book version, come on to Zoom tomorrow. Then there's service at about 11 if we finish with Esther. If we don't finish, we're just going to keep going. Wednesday at 6 p.m., we are doing pickleball and ping pong here. And the Jewish Federation's Mahjong is 1 p.m. on Tuesday this week. It's a Tuesday this week. This Sunday, the day after today, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, is the Jewish Federation Purim Carnival here at B'nai Zion. There will be fun and food and special music entertainment by Ellie Flyer. I'm really excited to hear her. The event is free to anyone connected in any way to the Jewish community, but you need to register first. So for those of you who are used to just showing up, please try to register first, security reasons and other reasons. You can go to the Jewish Federation website to register or go to the B'nai Zion website and it'll send you to a link to go. It's going to be fun. You're going to want to come because what are they going to have this year? Hamantashen and Bloody Marys and margaritas, and yeah, that's what I said. It is. It's a grown-up holiday. Next Friday here is Hadassah Shabbat at B'nai Zion. We alternate every year. If you are in Hadassah and you would like a part, please don't think you didn't get one yet. I've been working on Purim and I didn't hand them out yet. Sunday, April 7th is a blood drive. Please check with Helene to set up your blood donation time. The deadline, I can't believe I'm saying this, Purim isn't until tomorrow, but the deadline for making Passover reservations for B'nai Zion is April 12th, which is just in a few weeks. The Seder is April 22nd, but you have to go to the B'nai Zion homepage to sign up for the Seder or call the office when it's open. And because April 15th is the, yeah. Yes. Yeah, Helene's in California. Call the office and we'll get in touch with Helene in buckets of times. It's true. Yep. Yeah. Email her. That would be really great. Email Helene. That's the way to do that. Go to whatever. So shredding stuff. You can bring shredding stuff anytime between now and the 18th of April if you're doing your taxes. I just found boxes and boxes in an attic I forgot I had of old taxes. I know what I'm shredding. And there's a form on the website to do your shredding. Donations were made to B'nai Zion or for the Sisterhood Flower Fund in loving memory of Sarah David by Patty David and family, and in loving memory of Emily Virginia Joyner by Ellen Ray Joyner. Now, Purim is a time when we remember. Times when we celebrated, what we wore, what others wore, what we ate. We just talked about what we will eat and what we won't eat for Hamantashen. We also especially remember the struggle of almost being wiped out again. We survived, but we remember that many Jews and others died, and many others have died over the years. I told you we are going to do a service in reverse. So we take a moment now to remember. Tonight we remember back through thousands of years of our history, and we remember when it didn't feel so long ago. People we loved were with us, and we celebrated. We take a moment of silence to remember and to listen to the things that we can't always hear. At B'nai Zion, we also remember those who died in the line of duty. We acknowledge that we've lost 2 people in our U.S. military this year. We've lost 26 police officers this year since the beginning of January, including 1 this week. We've lost 5 canine officers. We've lost 15 firefighters this year. And since October 7th, we've lost 594 people in the Israeli military, including 3 this week. Please turn to page 599. And for those of you who are not used to our services here, I will be referring to the blue bracketed numbers and not the black numbers at the bottom of your pages. If you're watching online, and I forgot to thank Audrey for our happy St. Patrick's Day card, who's watching every week from Ireland. Thank you, Audrey. She's probably using the book that has only black page numbers in there. But we are on page 599, and we remember. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us. We remember Stephen Parker Sr. and Jack Mills, who died during this past 30 days. We remember congregants' parents who died within the past year. We remember Norman Lipo and Peggy Shirley and Fred Miller and Nettie Campbell-Knuckles and James Crowder. We remember those who died at this season in years past. Those for whom we're observing yortzites now include Louis Block Jr., Barbara Chesley, Sarah David, Donna Dunn, Aaron Friedman, Julius, also known as J. Gam, Molly Kruger Glazer, Mrs. A. Harold Sr., Milton S. Holland Sr., Emily Virginia Dupree Joyner, Aaron Katzenstein, Maury Klumach, Bertha Hart Lauerkade, Bertha Loeb, Herman Imy Marcus, Sylvia Rubin, Todd Andrew Shepard, Henrietta Meyer Simon, Albert Sklar, and Bertha Willer. We remember those who have died. We draw them into our hearts with our own Zichronam Livracha. May their memories be for blessing. If it is your tradition to do so, we rise for the Kaddish on page 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah be'alma divra chiruteh v'yamlich malchuteh b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael ba'a gala u'vizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehe Shemei Rabbah mevarach la'alam ul'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal Shemei d'kudsha barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehe shalama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav u'ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the source of peace bestow peace on all who mourn, and may we be a source of comfort to all who are bereaved. You may be seated. Actually, we're not going to be seated for a really long time because we're going backwards, so guess what comes next? So if you are under the age of 13, and or if you are wearing a costume, or you feel like you're wearing a costume, please come up and help me open the ark and be on display for everyone. Page 586 and 589. 586, thank you. And come on, if you're wearing a costume or you're under the age of 13, okay, come on, you guys are good. Come on up. Oh my, that's okay, he's under the age of 13. Are you being a boy? Then he's being a boy. Okay, help me open, stand when the ark is open, please. Yes, well you opened one, he opened the other one. Ready? Ouch, are you okay? This is a very splatty Elenu. Somebody's toe got splattered, are you okay? Okay, good. Yes. Shoo. All right, we're going to do page 586 first.
Aleinu leshabeach le'adon hakol lateit gedula le'yotzeh bereshit shelo asanu kegaye haratzot velo samanu kemishvekot ha'adama shelo sam chelkenu kahem וגורלנו ככל המונם ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
We continue on 591.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
One. All right, when the ark is closed, you may be seated. You can't do, oh my goodness gracious. Whoa. No, he's supposed to do some too. That's the deal. Two people go, and gently. Oh, that was very good. He did gently. You see, that's my paws. You see? You have wings and I have paws today. That was not a gentle butterfly. I did not expect that. I did not expect that from a butterfly. The opposite of what you expect. Page 377. Big jump. 377. Still blue number 377. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'Gohalo. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'Gohalo. We read together in English. O Heavenly One, Protector and Redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love. Spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen. Did you know that all over the world we are celebrating Purim starting tomorrow night officially? Some of us start early because, we can. But in Jerusalem, did you know that they celebrate Purim for 2 days? Do you know why? What? He's right. That cow is right. It's a walled city. It's a walled city. Shushan was a walled city. Did you say walled city? Did you say that was a wall around the city? Walled city is if you have a city and you have a wall around the city. Jerusalem has a wall around the city, and so did Shushan. True fact. So if anybody on Sunday asks you about it, you'll know. We continue going backwards, page 371. Our hearts and our prayers turn to those who are ill or recuperating. If you have someone for whom you would like us to be saying prayers of healing or strength, I invite you to call out their names. The blessing for healing is Baruch Atah Adonai, Rofeh HaCholim. Praised are you, Adonai, you heal the sick. And we say, El na rafana lahem, please God, heal them, please. El na rafana lanu, please God, heal us, please. I feel like I'm losing my animal kippah here. We continue going backwards to page 282. 282. Am I right? Yes, 282. That doesn't feel backwards. What's wrong with this picture? Is that right? Yes, it's a song about peace. This cat has to sing the song about... This is one of the cool cats here. Did you notice? One of the cool cats has to sing a song about peace. And you have to join us on page 282.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim L'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim L'olam. Ki ata hu melech Adon L'kol ha-shalom. Ki ata hu melech Adon L'kol ha-shalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim L'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim L'olam. V'tov be'enecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'kol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim L'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim La'olam Tasim La'olam Tasim La'olam.
We were going backwards and I already forgot to say a prayer for our first responders. This one decided to dress up as a first responder. I'm putting this one over here. But it has become our tradition to say, Misheberach avotenu v'imotenu, may the one who blessed and protected our ancestors guard all those whom we've entrusted with the responsibility of defending our freedom, protecting us, serving us, teaching us, or healing us in this country, in the land of Israel, and everywhere they've been called to serve. Give them courage to succeed and strength to persevere. May they return home safely. Let us say, Amen. We are going to turn back to page 282. 275. I can't read my own writing here. And it's printed 274. We are going to stand. And I didn't have any prune hamantashen or any of those drinks that we talked about. I didn't have any of those. I'm just trying to go backwards. 274. And we rise because our ancestors are here with us today. And there is a commandment, a mitzvah, that you stand when those who are older than you enter. And they are here with us now, and we think back to them. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Leah v'Elohei Rachel and Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibur v'Hanora El Elyon Gomer Chasadim Tovim וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. And you may be seated and turn to page 272. And it feels a lot like we're going, well, I already warned you, we are going out of order. We're doing this backwards. But part of the Amidah, part of the Shmona Esrei, when we're going frontwards, is to celebrate about the joy of Shabbat. Purim is a joyous holiday, and we're going to celebrate the bottom of 272. My cat hands are going to play this one. ישמחו ומלכותך שומרי 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 שבת קורא עונג שבת מקדשי מקדשי שבי שבת כולם יספעו ויתענגו מטובך שבת ישמחו ומלכותך שומרי 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 שבת קורא עונג שבת והשביעי רצית בו וקידשתו שבת חמדת ימים אותו קראת שבת ישמחו ומלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת זכר למעשה בראשית שבת זכר למעשה בראשית שבת ישמחו ומלכותך שומרי 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 שבת קורא עונג שבת On page 270, this is something we sing because there have been many times when people tried to curse us or kill us. But we like to always say to their face, who is like our God, who does wondrous things to us? We're on page 270.
Ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha neda b'kodesh, nora tehilot עושה פלא, נורא תהילות עושה פלא. יא לה 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 יא לה 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 יא לה 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 יא לה 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 יא לה 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 יא לה 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 לה.
We are very happy. We are very joyful. We are going to stand up and we are going to turn to page 267, or close your eyes. You're not going to need to look. And we're going to do this one. Ooh, that sounds too loud. Hold on. Rock and roll is... No, that's not what we want to sing, is it? Oh my goodness. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kivod Shem Kivod Machuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kivod Machuto Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Page 225. You may be seated, by the way. You'll notice some things. We did not start the service by lighting candles. We haven't blessed them yet. We're doing it all backwards. I am thinking that we can do the service, we can leave early enough to go home and do Shabbat at home because it's still light out. But I like this one. This is the one that talks about the seeing things in different ways. What's there, what's not there. On page 225. What makes a fire burn is space between the logs, a breathing space. Too much of a good thing, too many logs, packed in too tight, can douse the flames almost as surely as a pail of water would.
So building fires requires attention to the spaces in between as much as to the wood.
When we're able to build open spaces, in the same way we've learned to pile on the logs, then we can come to see how it is fuel and the absence of fuel together that make the fire possible.
We only need to lay a log lightly from time to time. A fire grows simply because the space is there, with openings in which the flame that knows just how it wants to burn can find its way.
We're going to hear the Purim story in a way you have never heard it before. We're going to hand out some groggers for anybody who wants a grogger. But to stomp out that, what's the name of the guy that we don't want to hear? Hey man, boo! You can stomp your feet, you could say boo, you can make noise, and Miss Jerry's going to hand them out. Max, you're going to come and start setting this up? Thank you. We're going to be projecting it onto that wall. For those of you who want to watch it again, you could either watch the whole service again, or if it stressed you too much to watch it backwards, then at 7 o'clock it's going to go live. Just the Purim Story is going to go live. You're going to have about, whoa, Max, turn on a light for a sec. Wait 1 sec. Sorry. Or go, yeah, too soon. Holy cow. Ha. Holy cow. How come nobody said holy cat to me? I don't understand this. So the story this year is being told by the perspective of the animals from our classes. I think you're going to be amazed and wonder, it's pretty cool how our animals have been paying attention and have been there for thousands of years too. So this is the deal. If you do the grogger when you're not supposed to be doing the grogger, then people won't hear the story. That would be sad. So we're going to practice doing the grogger, and I'm going to tell you, I need you to count to 3. Ready? Haman! Stop! Oh wait, that was too long. You have to do 3. Listen, 3 seconds. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Haman! Uh-oh. Some people did it for too long. Try it again. Ready? Haman! Oh, that was getting better. Try it again. Haman! Uh-oh. Some people aren't doing it. So I'm just going to tell you, the Hebrew students have worked really hard on this, and if you want to hear what they have to say, you're going to have to stop when they stop. You're also going to want to watch it again another time, because some of what they did for booing is as adorable as the rest of this. We're going to turn off the lights now so that you can see that screen better, and you're going to hear better. And Max is ready. Max is going to, the holy cow is about to start. Oh, wait, before you do that, wait, Max, turn the light on again. Backwards, holy cow, here she goes again. Turn the lights on again. Page 572. This is kind of a crazy coincidence, but the blessings for Hanukkah are almost the same as for the reading of the Megillah. There are 3 blessings for the first night of Hanukkah, and there are 3 blessings for reading the Megillah. The last 2 blessings of the first night of Hanukkah are the same as the last 2 blessings for reading the Megillah. This is why we don't usually have groggers in our hand. Put the groggers down for 1 second, because we are supposed to blot out Haman's name, but we're not supposed to blot out God's name. If you're using the grogger while we're saying the blessing, then you're blotting out God's name. So try not to make any noise while we're saying the blessing, okay? Thank you. Sorry, we're on you're not going to need it. Page 572, but it's not the blessing for the Megillah. The blessing for the Megillah is going to be almost the same thing, except when we get to the bottom line of the first paragraph, instead of saying Vitzivanu, what it says there, we're going to say Vitzivanu al Mikra Megillah. That's what we're going to say. And then the rest of them are going to be the same, except like I told my students, I'm not going to say, there's one word I'm going to be leaving out, and you'll have to guess which one it is when we get there. We'll talk about it later. So the blessing is, wait, I got to take this out. First of all, Dr. Sam, do we have a minion? We have 2 minions. Okay, so we can say this, we can read the Megillah. Do I have a Megillah? I do have a Megillah. Okay, good. So we can say the blessing. Ready? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav vitzivanu al mikra Megillah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim la'avotenu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehecheyanu v'kiyamanu v'higiyanu lazman hazeh. Chasing the Purim Ball, a retelling of the Esther story. And although the characters may be familiar to you, they will be told today from the perspective telling of Chasing the Purim Ball, a retelling of the Esther story. And although the characters may be familiar to you, They will be told today from the perspective of the animals of Rabbi Jana's Hebrew classes from 5784. You may recognize King Achashverosh and his lovely bride, Queen Vashti, and the beautiful Esther, her uncle Mordecai, and the soldiers of King Achashverosh. There are other characters, but we'll introduce you to them later. But please remember, you are hearing this story from the voices of the animals themselves.
I wonder why all the Jews are so happy.
You silly goose, it's because of Purim.
Purim? Where?
Purim is a holiday that celebrates the Jews' victory.
I'm confused. Tell me more.
It all started in Persia.
When was this?
It was 356 BC or 360 BC, somewhere around there.
There was a perfectly wonderful party in Persia.
They were all wearing the latest party fashions.
The party was awesome. There was a bunch of wine and cakes and doggy treats too.
There was plenty of catnip too.
How long do these parties last?
The party went on for 180 days.
That's my kind of party.
The king wanted to show off.
What did he show off?
I bet he got a new cat that could eat 10 pounds of catnip.
I don't think that happened.
What did happen?
King Ahasuerus asked Vashti to show off to a guest wearing her crown.
Please don't tell me he meant she was supposed to be wearing just her crown.
Utterly ridiculous. Of course she didn't.
She didn't, and she got banished. Now the king needs a new queen.
They should have picked me.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
The woman he has chosen was Esther.
Who is Esther?
She was obviously beautiful and well dressed.
She was a young Jewish woman who lived with her uncle Mordecai.
Who? Me? My name is Mordecai.
It was us furry Mordecai.
I was there. He was my greatest buddy. He told her not to say that she was Jewish, not even to the king.
Mordecai walked around the palace gates every day. One time he heard two guards.
Ordering more treats.
No, plotting to kill the king.
That's dark.
What did the non-furry Mordecai do?
Hopefully he found a way to tell the king.
He did, and the king wrote about it in his special book, How Mordecai...
Ordered more treats. That was cool.
No, the king wrote about how Mordecai saved his life.
What about that other guy? The guy whose name shall not be mentioned?
You mean Haman?
What about him?
It's hard to believe, but the king made him prime minister.
He made a law that everyone had to bow to him.
How perfectly rude.
But of course, Mordecai, because he was Jewish, he didn't bow down to him.
So the evil guy decided to kill all the Jews.
Mordecai wore sad clothes and wanted Esther to wear sad clothes too.
Mordecai told Esther she had to speak to the king to help stop her people being killed.
Like that's gonna happen. She would get killed if he didn't call her first.
So what did she do?
She came up with the perfect plan to talk to the king. She invited him to a party.
Were there treats? Did somebody say party? Did she invite Haman?
We are not mentioning him, remember?
It was a crazy awesome party, and afterward, the king couldn't sleep. He must have eaten too many biscuits.
They read to the king from that boring book of things that happened to him.
What part did they read?
They read the part that said Mordecai saved the king from the soldiers.
The king realized he didn't do anything to reward Mordecai yet.
So don't tell me that the king asked for a suggestion from Haman?
Actually, that is what happened, and the king made Mordecai got parade around in the town wearing the best clothes on his best horse.
Don't tell me Mordecai was led around town by Haman?
It sounds like it was time for another party.
Perfect time for a party.
Time to wear fancy clothes again.
Food? Food? What did they serve?
What's that food?
Oh yeah, time for more food.
Everyone was having a great time.
Except Queen Esther looked really sad.
Why was she so unhappy?
The king asked her the same thing. Esther said that someone was trying to kill her and her people.
That took a surprising turn for a party.
The king wanted to know who was sticking up his kingdom with that mess.
You'll never guess who Queen Esther pointed to.
I bet I can guess. Haman.
Good call.
The king decided to hang Haman.
The Jews were relieved.
Sounds like a perfect ending.
Perfect. It was time to party. Yay.
Right.
So is that the end of the story?
Ooh, I love sniffing ends.
Well, that's why Jews celebrate Purim every year.
And get dressed up in costumes every year.
And that's how cats took over the world.
What'd you think? Pretty cool, huh? Well, it's going to be playing again starting at 7 o'clock tonight. And now, put those groggers down. We turn to page 121 on the top, and then page 120 for the candle lighting. I need my blessers to please come up. Yeah. Max? Yeah, I knew he was wearing a costume, so he got to do this. So we stand for this. Page 121, and then 120 for our candle blessing, because we are going to welcome Shabbat now. We have a mic on? Max, your mic's on? Holy cow. You and the cow. And I want to remind you that even at happy times we think of sad things, not just people remembered, but they're still hostages, and we're still remembering. So page, the top one, and then this, go.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, be our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness remind us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. And on page 123, we continue with the Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam,
Borei puri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodshu, b'ahava v'ratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים, כי באנו בחרת, ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. L'chaim. Now, Max gets to go back to the booth. Go to the booth. I need everyone who's under the age of, merci, Shabbat Shalom, everyone who's under the age of 13 to come and help me. Because what do we got down here? So that we can eat whatever's on that table back there? What do we got? Ready?
Challah.
What kind of challah? Max, we need a picture of this. It's Purim colored, and there's a Purim mask on it.
I like it.
Who made that?
That's my mom.
Your mommy made that. Thank you. All right, ready? Would you hold this for me, please, Ava? When we do the blessing?
Yes.
Definitely. Yes, she said. Ready? Oh, cool. I love these costumes. Ready? Help hold on to the bottom of this. Come on up. You can help hold on. And we're going to say, Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as a joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'te'avon. There's another one for the grown-ups out there, but the kids get to rip this one and take some back to your phone. Take some, rip, 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 rip and take, and rip and take, and rip and take. Now, whoops, rip and take, there's more. It's okay. Just go back up. It's okay, it's Purim and it's Shabbos. There's no dirt in Purim and Shabbos. Please help me bless each other. Help me bless each other. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you. May God protect you. Yair Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. May the light of God's face shine upon you, be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yisem lecha shalom. May God's face be lifted up to you. May God grant you joy and peace. A Shabbat Shalom. Enjoy Simon and Garfunkel at the Strand or whatever it is that everybody's doing tonight. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. I'm so glad to see you. Sunday, the Purim Carnival. You may see different costumes. That's all I'm going to say. We still have a Shabbat Shalom zone right here. Patty? Patty? We need the groggers back, please. If you want to say Shabbat Shalom to somebody over here.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Salut Esther, je t'embrasse. Hein? Ça va? On vous voit bientôt. On s'appelle demain. Mouah, mouah. Shabbat Shalom. Anybody else want to say Shabbat Shalom? I'm always the only one, but that's okay. I love everyone. Mwah. Shabbat Shalom.
You're not going to go on.